The holiday season is once again upon us, and with it comes that time of year to take a look back at all of the incredible moments from this past year. You know where this is going, right? It's time once again, my friends, to round up all of my favorite Nintendo Switch games from this year. 2021 was yet another unbelievable year for the Switch. From Metroid Dread to Super Mario Party to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, Monster Hunter Rise, and Shin Megami Tensei 5 to the plethora of incredible indie titles, 2021 saw so many gems released on top of an already stacked library of games. It's safe to say that the thing I did most this year in my spare time was game. There's no doubt about that. The Switch is seriously the gift that just keeps on giving. So here are 25 of my favorite Nintendo Switch games from 2021 that you need to play like now. Before we get started, I did want to mention that if you enjoy my content and the videos that I produce, it is worth considering hitting that subscribe button and that bell notification icon so you can be notified by YouTube whenever new videos hit the channel. We had an awesome year in 2021, and it's only going to keep on going up from here, my friends, so do follow along for tons of exciting things ahead. Alright, so first up on my list is Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread was easily the surprise of the year on the Switch. I don't think anyone saw a new Metroid game coming, and Samus's latest adventure is arguably her best one yet. Metroid Dread is a heart-pounding, thrilling adventure from start to finish. Next is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. These faithful remakes of Diamond and Pearl on the DS are some of the best Pokemon games yet on the Switch. They take the series back to its roots with many quality of life improvements, an amazing soundtrack, and excellent graphics to match. I see myself going back to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl quite often, especially since I spent 460 plus hours in the original Pearl. And number 3 is Mario Party Superstars. In many ways, Mario Party Superstars is a return to form for the Mario Party series, featuring 5 boards from the original N64 games and tons of minigames from throughout the series. Mario Party Superstars is a blast from the past with a modern twist. I'm so glad that this game exists. It's a whole lot of fun, and the online play is very, very good too. Next is another party game that quickly became one of my favorites on the Switch, Big Brain Academy Brain vs. Brain. Big Brain Academy is a super simple game that's going to put your brain to the test. Not only is it a fun pastime to play by yourself, but also with friends and family. It's a rapid-paced pick-up-and-play game that gets competitive and can ruin friendships as quickly as Mario Party. You've been warned. And number 5 is Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Super Mario 3D World is a Wii U classic that fits right at home here on the Switch. And Bowser's Fury, my goodness, it is just the chef's kiss, the cherry on top. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed playing through Bowser's Fury earlier this year. It's a unique open-world Mario experience that gives us a glimpse into how Mario games may look in the future. It's a thrilling adventure from start to finish. Pair it with 3D World, and you just have an awesome combo that's worth playing. Continuing on, next is Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time. I really enjoyed Crash Bandicoot 4. It's one of those games that just takes you back to the good old days of gaming, you know, hanging out with friends in beanbag chairs, playing on the PlayStation. It's an all-new Crash adventure that stays true to the series' roots of being fun, wacky, and insanely tough. I can't tell you guys how many times I rage quit this game. Number 7 is New Pokemon Snap. Like Metroid Dread, New Pokemon Snap was another game that came from out of nowhere. Having grown up a huge fan of the original Pokemon Snap, I never thought that we would ever get another Pokemon Snap game, yet here we are nearly 20 years later, snapping photos of Pokemon in their natural habitat once again. The world of Pokemon has never looked as good as it does in New Pokemon Snap. Seriously, the visuals in this game are stunning. Next up is Sonic Colors Ultimate. Sonic Colors Ultimate is a remastered version of Sonic Colors that launched back in 2010. With new and improved graphics and a number of new features added, Colors is an action-packed adventure from start to finish. It was an already great game back in the day, and it's just as fun here. Despite the rough start with its glitches, Sonic Colors Ultimate is one of the best modern Sonic games yet, not only on the Switch, but like ever. I really enjoyed Sonic Colors Ultimate a lot. And number 9 on this list is Monster Hunter Rise. I'll admit I've never played a Monster Hunter game before Monster Hunter Rise, and man do I regret that. It might take some time adjusting to, but it's a fun one. Plus, there is a huge expansion coming next summer, so that's something to get excited for. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is up next at number 10. This is another series I've never played before and found myself really enjoying. It's a wild story with excellent gameplay to match. If you're into RPGs, you're gonna love this one. Next is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Those of you who have been following the channel know that I'm a huge fan of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater series. When I found out that these remasters were coming to the Switch, I was ecstatic. These games are my childhood. The gameplay is fast and snappy with beautiful graphics, and and buttery smooth performance, just the way things should be to nail those tricky combos. In the word of Skate, these remasters are sick. At number 11, we have Super Monkey Ball Bananamania. Again, yet another remastered collection of incredible games. Super Monkey Ball is an incredibly underrated series that I enjoyed very much back in the day on the GameCube. Basically, your goal is to guide II and friends to the goal in a variety of vibrant worlds that will truly put you to the test. Seriously, things get really tough as you progress through this game. Continuing on, we have Nickelodeon AllStars Brawl. This fighter is basically a Super Smash Bros. Clone, but it's a clone that does it very well. Instead of iconic Nintendo characters, it features your favorite characters from the world of Nickelodeon. It's bizarre, yes, but it works. From Patrick Star duking it out with Nigel Thornberry and Reptar getting back at all who did him wrong, Nickelodeon AllStars Brawl has no shortage of weird and wacky moments, but to be honest, that's what makes it fun. Alright, so we are halfway through this list, and from this point on, I'm just gonna list out all the remaining games. They're all underrated and they're all indies. As we've come to know, the Switch is home to some instant classics on the indie front, and 2021 made me appreciate the work that these developers do more so than ever before. There were just so many incredible indie titles that I enjoyed this past year. Some of my personal favorites were The Last Campfire, Boyfriend Dungeon, Garden Story, Axiom Verge 2, Toem: A Photo Adventure, There Is No Game Wrong Dimension, Splunky 1 and 2, incredibly tough games, Fez, Slime Rancher Portable Edition, Chicory: A Colorful Tale, Timeline, Eastward, and lastly on this list at number 25 is Hades. I know Hades isn't from 2021, but it still deserves a mention because it's a game I go back to from time to time just to play to see if I can do better than I did last time. Not only is Hades one of the best Switch indie games, but it's also one of the best Switch games of all time. If you haven't played Hades, Hades is a game that is so worth your time. This is an excellent, phenomenal title. So there you have it, my friends, all of my favorite Nintendo Switch games from 2021. As I always say in my Switch videos, the Switch is just stacked to the brim with thousands of incredible games to play. And what's funny is that this isn't even scratching the surface of what's out there. The Switch truly has something for everyone to play, and it's a console that's guaranteed to bring you hours of non-stop entertainment, whether you're playing by yourself, with friends, or with family. 2021 has been yet another unbelievable year for this little console right here, and if history is any indication, 2022 is bound to have some incredible surprises. Anywho, that's about it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did and you liked what you saw, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button because it always helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to follow Raymond Strazdas on Twitter and Instagram for much more. Until the next one, I'll catch you guys later. Peace!